Hi, everybody. Okay, hang on. Yeah. Technical. There we go. Okay. It's going to be a night for patience. I'm sorry I was late, but I had the cameras all up and running and done all my tests, and then it just stopped. Lucky me. Just stopped. Just decided I was not what it wanted to do today. There we go. Okay. How is everybody? Good to see you. I almost had the sound settings wrong too because I was on a thing this morning really early and I didn't want to wear my headphones because they were early at 7 o'clock in the morning. Headphones is no fun. Welcome, welcome, welcome to one of the best holidays around, Dr. Seuss's birthday. Read Across America, World Book Day, all that good, great stuff. Let me see, check sound settings here to make sure that that's going in to you and that's going out to me, and output volume should be fine. Should be fine. Thanks, Julia. I'm glad to know. I have so much. I am being a very good girl about waiting. I haven't even opened Anthony's pictures yet. Oh, hang on. I excuse me. Let me text Bob because he's watching monster movies upstairs and you can probably hear them. Good grief. Like they're coming right through the floor. Either that or he's watching BattleBots. Monsters are coming through the floor. So, oh my gosh. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe I don't have Chris Bono. God, how funny. Okay, so I'm just going to start laughing. This has been a day. I just figured a Discord thing out, and I was very pleased with myself for getting that figured out, and then I see that. Okay, let's go check in with everybody. Linda's here, and Anthony's here, and Fatima's here. I'm going to move this in front of my face so I can see people's comments. Thank you, Linda, for the like button reminder. Larry's here. I'm up. Julia, yay. There we go. Really, everybody waiting for me. Yeah, it's Madonna's here. Yay. Hi, Madonna. And Angie's here too. Fun. Oh my gosh. It's like Godzilla up there. What is he doing? Seriously. Crazy. Anyway. Just a second. He's not. See if he can get this. Where's his phone? I don't know where his phone is. Yes. We can hear the monsters on my show. Okay. Well, it was a big monster. Okay. Oh my God, he said it was a big monster. Oh, well, the life of the Shepherd House. Sending email. Tamara sending emails. Linda. So, hi, Tamara. How are you? And getting some nerve pain in the... Oh, yay. Okay. God, the message is caught up with everybody. So, I am... I know. This is big monsters. Seriously. I just... Oh, well, that's the way it goes. So, everybody, yes, I have Anthony's picture over there. And we might go through stories and we might just open it tonight because I don't know if I can wait to Sunday to open it. Yeah. So, tonight is Dr. Seuss's birthday. And it is Read Across America Day, which is just a way cool way. It started out, I can remember one year that we celebrated it and got the kids to read to a certain amount, and I got to shave the principal's head. And it was so much fun. And because my class won the Read Across America competition in our school, they read the most, of course. Of course. My second graders would do that. So that was pretty spectacular. And but it's just a way to celebrate, kids' books all around, all different kinds of things in literature. He was a little bit about him, just general stuff. He was born in 1904 in Springfield, Massachusetts, March 2nd. Died September 24th, 1991 in La Jolla. And he, gosh, I wouldn't even know how many books he's written. Just so many different things, all different kinds of things. There's all kinds of stuff going on about his birthday. But one of the things that I think is really kind of fun is the website that he has here. Let me pull it up. Is Seussville, and it has all different ways that schools and teachers and people can get involved. Ideas for teaching phonics using Dr. Seuss books, classroom activity guides, ways to celebrate. These all go back years and years. But he has all kinds of fun things to do, to explore, to watch, to play, to shop. Learning library, in the classroom, art. What's he got for art? Dr. Seuss's Horse Museum lesson plans. Dr. Seuss's Horse Museum audiobook lesson plan. Dr. Seuss's Horse Museum. Based on a manuscript and sketches discovered in 2013, this book is like a visit to a museum with a horse as your guide. Okay, now I don't know this book. I'm going to have to find this book. So it has a visit to an art museum entirely dedicated to horses invites readers to think about how artists share their ideas with us and how the art they make is shaped by the experiences. While focused on visual art, Dr. Seuss's Horse Museum offers a perfect springboard to explore language, arts, and history at the same time. An energetic and knowledgeable horse tour guide, yes, a horse, shepherds young visitors through a museum featuring reproductions of real paintings, sculptures, and textiles. Our equine guide asks the kids to not just look at that art, but also to think about the artists and what they thought, felt, and wanted to tell us when creating their piece. He invites the museum's visitors and readers to look, think, and talk. That's a cool thing. So it's got lesson plans, and never before. Oh, kindergarten through second, third through fifth, sixth through eighth, ninth through 12th, and for all students. Oh, that's cool. What a great lesson plan guide. Nice. I like that. See, that's one of the things I really like about Dr. Seuss's stuff. Where's my, hang on, I got one thing I'm missing here. There it is. And that's to show that. And that should be B. There. Yes. Oops, nope. There. That's better. So that's kind of fun to have that available for us. Yay. So let's see. I think I bought a dozen and lost count. Uh-oh. You're breaking me. I'm breaking you. Hey, the library is a wonderful place to go. I found, oh gosh, you guys, I found that you can find Libby, the Libby app, that is usually on my phone. It's also available on computer. So you can check books out of your library on your computer through Libby, and then sometimes they're available. So that's why some of the ones I get are on that. But the ones I have tonight are not. So I have to go to my next scene to show you my pile of stuff here. Oh, don't you misbehave. We're going to show this one. Come on. Why is it not showing? It was on earlier. Okay, here we go again. We're undoing this. We're going to replug it in. And you're going to come back. Miraculously a miracle. And, well, why is it? Okay, I may have to do a little different plan here. See if I can get this to show up a different way. Nope. Okay. Why is... So talk amongst yourself for just a minute, you guys, because my camera decided to not work again. And I'm not quite sure why. So I'm going to get rid of that one. And get rid of this one. So this one should be showing up. So talk amongst yourself. Let's see. Okay, put that over there. Close that up. Get rid of that. Don't need that. And figure out why it is not showing. There. And... oh, come on. Plug back in. There's plugged. 1, 2. I'm counting. I'm unplugging my HDMI. Anthony had to do this yesterday. I saw him, so I don't feel bad. Come on, behave. So what if I want to do this one? Why is it not showing? Okay, we'll turn it off. And then we'll turn it back on. And 50. Oh, come on. Well, this is a perplexing thing. All right. Give me half a second, you guys. Okay. I'm grabbing something real quick and we'll see. We'll see if this works. Let's try this guy instead. Camera A. None of my cameras are working, you guys. What's going on? You might just have to listen to me read. I'll try to hold the book up in front of myself. That's what I'll do. Okay, that's what's going to happen because none of the other cameras are working. Something squirrely happened, and I don't know what. So, alternate plan B. You know me, there's always an alternate plan. So we'll take this. We will change the size of it to a wide. And we will make it this big. And then we will hold up old school. Kind of. Kind of. Maybe. And the camera. Try one other thing. Light power off. Power back on. Come on. Chords. There we go. Now, this might not be as all sources. Okay. Okay, and there we go. Got it. This is what I'm gonna have to do. I am going to have to hold my desk view camera. That's what I'll do. There we go. Okay. Oh, that's upside down. We'll go to, let's see. Let me get it rotated the right way. Rotate. There we go. There. Now I can show you the book. It's just a little funny, and I will do it here. There we go. Yes. So I hope you guys don't get dizzy. I'll try to hold it still. But this is what I'm going to read. I'm going to read Hello for Diffendorfer Day. Sorry about that. So, hooray for Diffendorfer Day. Yes. And this is hilarious. Okay. With some help from Jack Prelutsky and Lane Smith. I think I've read this once to you guys before, but I wonder if I turn this way, if I can get the book better. And I can hold better. Yeah. Ha, put my elbow on the table. Dr. Seuss, hooray for Diffendorfer Day. What do you think? I've always lived in Dinkerville. My friends all live here too. We go to Diffendorfer School. We're happy that we do. Let me see. I need this one, but it needs to be just, let me change something. That needs to be there. There we go. Our school is at the corner of Dinkzuber and Dinkzot. It looks like any other school, but we suspect it's not. I think we're learning lots of things not taught in other schools. Our teachers are remarkable. They make up their own rules. Miss Bobble teaches listening. Miss Wobble teaches smelling. Miss Fribble teaches laughing, and Miss Quibble teaches yelling. Miss Twinning teaches tying knots, Miss in neckerchiefs and noodles, and how to tell chrysanthemums from miniature poodles. Miss Vining teaches all the ways a pigeon may be peppered and how to put a saddle on a lizard or a leopard. Okay, hold it, I gotta get my book. I'm trying to, but there we go. My teacher is Miss Bonkers. She's as bouncy as a flea. I'm not certain what she teaches, but I'm glad she teaches me. Look, look, she chirps, I'll show you how to tell a cactus from a cow. And then I shall instruct you why a hippo cannot hope to fly. She even teaches frogs to dance and pigs to put on underpants. One day she taught a duck to sing. Miss Bonkers teaches everything. Of all the teachers in our school, I like Miss Bonkers best. Our teachers all are different, but she's differenter than the rest. We also have a principal. His name is Mr. Lowe. He's the very saddest man that any of us know. He mumbles, "Are they learning this and that and such and such?" His face is wrinkled as a prune from worrying so much. He breaks a lot of pencil points from pushing down too hard, and many dogs start barking as he mopes around the yard. We think he wears false eyebrows. In fact, we're sure it's so. We heard he takes them off at night. I guess we'll never know. But we know he likes Ms. Bonkers. He treats her like a queen. He's always there to watch her when she's on the trampoline. There are many other people who make Diff'n'Doofer run. They are utterly amazing. I love every single one. Our nurse, Miss Clotty, knows what to do when we've got sniffles or the flu. One day I had a splinter, so she bandaged me from head to toe. Mr. Plunger, our custodian, has fashioned a machine. A zipper zooper flooper do. It keeps the whole school clean. Our music teacher, Mrs. Fox, makes bagpipes out of straws and socks. Oopsie. Why can I not keep this thing straight? This is a hard thing to do. There. Our art instructor, Mr. Bees, paints pictures hanging by his knees. Try that, Anthony. In science class with Mr. Katz, we learn to build robotic rats. In gym, we watch as Mr. Bear hoists elephants into the air. Miss Loon is our librarian. Yay! She hides behind the shelves and often cries out, "Louder!" when we're reading to ourselves. We have 3 cooks, all named Muck Munch, who merrily prepare our lunch. They make us hot dogs, beans, and fries, plus things we do not recognize. And as they cook, they sing their song, not too short and not too long. Roast and toasted, slice and dice, cooking lunch is oh so nice. We were eating their concoctions, telling jokes and making noise, When Mr. Lowe appeared and howled, "Attention, girls and boys!" he began to fuss and fidget, scratch and mutter, sneeze and cough. He shook his head so hard we thought his eyebrows would come off. He wrung his hands, he cleared his throat, he shed a single tear, then sobbed, "I have something to announce, and this is why I'm here. All schools for miles and miles around must take a special test to see who's learning such and such, to see which test is best. Our school's the best. If our small school does not do well, it will be torn down, and you will have to go to school in dreary Flobbertown." "Not Flobbertown!" we shouted, and we shuddered in the name, for everyone in Flobbertown does everything the same. It's miserable in Flobbertown. They dress in just one style. They sing one song, they never dance, they march a single file. They do not have a playground, they do not have a park. Their lunches have no taste at all. Their dogs are scared to bark. Oh. Miss Bonkers rose. "Don't fret," she said. "You've learned such things you need to pass that test and many more. I'm sure you'll all succeed. We've taught you that the earth is round, that red and white makes pink, and sometimes something else that matters more. We've taught you how to think." "I hope you're right," sighed Mr. Lowe. He shed another tear. "The test is in 10 minutes, and you're taking it right here." We sat in shock and disbelief. "Oh no," we moaned. "Oh no." We were even more unhappy than unhappy Mr. Lowe. But then the test was handed out. "Yahoo!" we yelled. "Yahoo!" For it was filled with all the things that we all knew we knew. There were questions about noodles, about poodles, frogs, and yelling, about listening and laughing, and chrysanthemums and smelling. There were questions about other things we'd never seen nor heard, and yet we somehow answered them, enjoying every word. 1 week later, after recess, Mr. Lowe meandered in. We'd never seen him smile before. But now he wore a grin. He soon began to giggle. Then his giggle grew by half, and then it really happened. Mr. Lowe began to laugh. "You've saved our school! You've saved our school!" he jubilantly roared. "We got the very highest score!" He wrote it on the board. Miss Bonkers did some cartwheels till her face turned cherry red. She bounded up to Mr. Lowe and kissed him on the head. "Hooray, hooray!" she shouted. "I'm so proud I cannot speak." So she did another cartwheel, and she pecked him on the cheek. Coughed Mr. Lowe. "You all deserve a bow. I thus declare a holiday. It starts exactly now. Because you've done so splendidly in every sort of way, this day forever shall be known as Diffin-Doofer Day. And furthermore, I promise I won't ever wear a frown. For now I know we'll never go to dreary Flobbertown." Then we held a celebration. There was pizza, milk, and cake. Like everyone, I ate too much and got a bellyache. We laughed and whooped and hollered the entire school day long. Then we all sang triumphantly the Diffin-Doofer song. "We love you, Diffin-Doofer School, we definitely do. We surely there is no other school than anything like you. You're gribulous and grobulous, each day we love you more. You are the school we treasure and unceasingly adore. Our finest school in Dinkerville, the only one as well. We love you, Diffin-Doofer School, much more than we can tell. You are so Diffin-Dooferous, it gives us joy to say, 3 cheers for Diffin-Doofer School. Hooray, hooray, hooray!" Now, how this book came to be. Dr. Seuss or Ted as everyone called him, his real name being Theodore Seuss Geisel, usually didn't talk about what he was working on. Often we had no idea what the book was until he flew to New York to present it to us with a polished manuscript and a finished art. However, during a telephone chat in 1988 or 89, when I asked him what he was doing, he did not sidestep the question with a humorous non-answer. "Oh, I'm trying to do a book about a school teacher," he said, "but I'm not sure if teachers will like it." I assured him that teachers probably would like it. "Well, I don't know," he continued. "This teacher is pretty different." This was the first and the last I heard of this project, and within a year or so he submitted to me, his editor, a Random House, "Oh, the Places You'll Go," his last work. After Ted died in 1991, I asked his steadfast secretary, Claudia Prescott, to send me whatever he had done on the book about the teacher. "Oh, you mean Miss Bonkers?" She instantly responded, for that was how Ted had referred to it. "He had the sketches up on his bulletin board for a long time," Claudia said, "and he used to say, 'Miss Bonkers is driving me bonkers.'" Ted said had taken a fancy to Miss Bonkers, and Claudia and I hoped that I would too. Okay, here's the illustrations he had. When the package arrived, I ripped it open and read it in a rush. There were 14 pages of wonderful colored pencil sketches, each with a scrawled couplet or two in Ted's characteristic handwriting. Some pages had as many as 4 different sketches. The package also included a few other sheets of paper with lists of possible names for the school and places in the school, such as the lunchroom and the gym, where he planned to take the story. Look at how cool that is. Look at those. If you ever get a chance to go see any of his original work in an art exhibit, you gotta go, because he was way beyond just the school stuff or the books. Here's some more. Though I loved what I saw, my heart sank. I had harbored the hope that Ted had actually completed the story, but he had not gotten that far. He had added some characters, a setting, and a few verses, though it didn't add up to a book. There was definitely something there and something to fresh, funny, and in a way I couldn't possibly explain important about these sketches that I wanted to find a way to publish it. But I was baffled as to how to do it. Doctoring Dr. Seuss was something I had never had to do during the 11 years I was his editor. So I did as Ted had done and put it aside and went to something else. Every once in a while, I would pull out the file and look at the sketches again, and finally it dawned on me that he had been trying to do was write a story in celebration of individuality and creative thinking. Light bulbs began flashing, and why not ask children's poet Jack Preletsky, my buddy and pal and amazing man that I met years ago. Oh, the dragons are singing tonight. Under the blue umbrella, ride a purple pelican, rolling Harvey down the hill. Something, New Kid on the Block. Oh my gosh, Jack Preletsky. It's kind of like a Shel Silverstein in modern day. And children's books illustrator Lane Smith. Oh, yeah. Lane, what has Lane done? Oh, yes, we've done some other stuff of Lane's. To finish what Ted had started, if anyone could do it. The tremendously talented free spirit pair could. They both resemble third-grade classroom cut-ups, the kind of wise guys in the back of the room whom Ted admired but was always too shy to join, at least in public. They are funny and they are original, and I knew I could count on them not to simply imitate Dr. Seuss, though they are big fans of his. So yes, why not ask them? Finding a plot was the first critical step, and once Jack hit upon a kind of modern-day achievement test that the kids at Diffendooffer School had to pass, or to be sent to dreary Flubertown, I knew the nut had been cracked. In addition to creating from scratch the majority of the verses, although a number of Ted's verses were used verbatim, there were many decisions of varying magnitude for Jack to make. For example, which custodian of the two conceptualized by Dr. Seuss would stay in the book? Indeed, what school name from the more than 20 jotted down by Dr. Seuss should be chosen? Jack picked Diffendoof because it suggested the word different. He added the ending because the extra beat fit better into his own rhyme scheme. Lane used the body of Dr. Seuss's illustrations, his striped and whirling fancy lands, his zigs and zags, his bursts of colors, plus his original sketches of inspiration, combining collage with oil painting. Lane had fun working into the story, a few cameo appearances by famous Dr. Seuss characters, images, and books. Yep. Look at there. Oh, look at one of the machines that Dr. Seuss did. With Hooray for Diffendooffer Day, Jack and Lane do indeed pay homage to Dr. Seuss, but in their own distinctive way. The result is the union of three one-of-a-kind voices in a book that is greater than the sum of its part. I have a hunch that Ted's unfinished story about the unsinkable Miss Bonkers and the very different schools she was part of led him to Oh, the Places You'll Go. Then he got stuck trying to praise those who teach us how to think. He simply leapfrogged into how we'll all be called upon to use those brains in our head and our feet in our shoes after graduation day. Out in the school of life, which is the setting of Oh, the Places You'll Go, I think Miss Bonker's class and all the graduates of Diffendooffer School would indeed succeed, 98.75% guaranteed. So thank you, Jack and Lane, for making it possible for Miss Bonkers to have her class day. Janet Schulman, 1998. Ah, well, that's cool. Okay, we can switch that off and go to another one here, and I'll get my camera back up if I can. There we go. Whew. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. Yertle the Turtle was one of your favorite. Oh, thank you, Fatima. Even though with the... I'm sorry about the jiggly. I couldn't find my my little gimbal that has for my phone instantly enough. Disconnect that. And so we just went with it. Thank you, Susan. Oh, cool. So Sunday is Share Art Day. I will have my cameras working by then. I will figure this out. You know that. I don't let anything like that get past me. If not, I have other cameras that I can put on to back up if these have just decided to be cranky. Just don't be cranky, guys. Really, seriously. Folding along. So I'm just going back and checking to see who everybody else, if I missed anybody. Madonna, Susan's here. Yay. All those. Dr. Seuss has always been so much fun. I mean, so see this right here, you guys? Green Eggs and Ham by Dr. Seuss. If you look real closely, Gretchen, Christmas 1962. I got this for Christmas when I was 6. That's my copy of Green Eggs and Ham. It does not go. What's Cat in the Hat? Is this an old Cat in the Hat of mine? Oh yeah, this is a Cat in the Hat. Back then too, because I got it for $1.90. Mom got it for $1.95 someplace. So probably got them at the same time. Cat in the Hat comes back. So here's the book that they were talking about. Oh, the Places You'll Go. I had a principal who thought it was important. She always read it the last day of school, and then gave it to any of the teachers who were retiring. So I got, this is my copy that I was given by my school, signed by the teachers and stuff. And then there's another book, The Happy Birthday to You by Dr. Seuss. He has a fun things. Those, some of the ones I thought I might read, but Hooray for Diffendooffer Day, I think was a good choice instead, because Jack Prelutsky and Lane Smith. What did Lane Smith do? Lane Smith. I'm trying to remember his other books. Lane Smith's other book. God, what was the one I read to you guys? I know I did. Smith. No. Lane Smith. American Illustrator. There we go. Let's see. Oh, he did this True Story of the Three Little Pigs. He did The Stinky Cheese Man. It's a book. A Tribe of Kids. Just a bunch of stuff. A Gift for Nana. Return to Angie Hobble. Molly. Oh, yes. He's married to Molly Leach. Interesting. Cat Problems. Lane Smith books. Let's go show you that. I'll show you really quick here. There we go. Lane Smith books. Perfect Day. John, Paul, George, and Ben. Giraffe. These are the ones he's... Stinky Cheese Man and Other Fairly Stupid Tales. John Skazeska and Lane Smith have done a lot of books together. These are ones that Lane Smith has illustrated. The Very Persistent Gappers of Fripp. Math Curse. And he did the James and the Giant Peach, this version of the cover of it. Madam President. Yeah, he's just a great illustrator. So, and Jack Prelutsky is just, Jack was the first children's poet to be given the Poet Laureate Award in the United States years ago. And so it was very cool. Anyway, so Sunday. Art, send it in. I'm going to save Anthony's picture to open then. I think, maybe. If not, I'll do a short on it and show it to you guys later, if I can wait. But thanks for being here, you guys, and for putting up with my goofiness there. It was, it's my favorite green eggs and ham, Sam I Am. I do not like them, Sam I Am. I will not eat them here or there. I will not eat them anywhere. I will not eat them in a boat. I will not eat them with a coat. Yes, James and the Giant Peach is a wonderful book, too. Roald Dahl was something else. We made oobleck in my class after reading the book. Yes, it was a tradition. Everybody oftentimes made oobleck. It is a fun thing to make. And our school cafeteria always served green eggs and ham on Dr. Seuss's birthday for breakfast at the school breakfast. So there was green eggs and ham at school. It was so fun to see that. Anyway, you guys, thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed that in the jiggly cameras. So you never know, but I'm glad that the phone kind of hopped in there. Otherwise, I would have been holding the book up in front of you and it was backwards and I was crazy. We all would have been. Hopefully you only got a little bit dizzy. But it was fun. That's all what this is about, is having a good time and enjoying these. You know, if it reminded you of one of your own time of reading Dr. Seuss and thinking about those, put it in the chat which one was your favorite. We got some green eggs and ham votes. Cat in the Hat. Everybody, the Grinch gets so much advertisement and so many things about around Christmas and all that stuff. But there's so much more. When I think of Dr. Seuss, I don't necessarily think of the Grinch first. I think of the Cat in the Hat and that type of things. Those things. The Butter Battle book is one of my absolute favorites. These two towns go to battle over which side of the bread should be buttered, and that's the whole premise, because one side battles is the upper side and the other is the lower side. And it takes a little child to turn it over and say, which one? For all the children's books. Children's books are great. Well, that's the wonderful things about kids' books. You can forget them and come back to them and go, oh, yeah, maybe a little bit, but if not, it's something new and it's wonderful. So, everybody, thanks so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. And it's been wonderful. It's been kind of silly and it's been all over the place, but it's been good. And I thank you all for putting a smile on my face tonight and for making a kind of this was a real important evening for me to come and have some fun and laughs with all of you. It's not been sad really about, losing Jeff. I don't know, it's that, but it's been, there's been a lot. And then my sister was here and my sister Patty, and she left earlier than expected to because she didn't want to get caught over here with it's supposed to snow again in the passes. Just all kinds of things. And I thought, I just need something light and fun. And I know that on Thursday nights or on Sundays, I can meet with you guys and my heart can be lifted and everything can be turned around to an uplifting, fun kind of, and it just makes things that much better to get through to the next thing and get the next thing done. And so I thank each and every one of you for your time, for coming into my home, for inviting me into yours. And until next time, keep looking for the beauty hidden in plain sight. It's all around you. And the first place you'll find it is when you go look in the mirror and you'll see beauty looking right back at you. So I'll see you Sunday, everybody.
In the heat of the night, we could get lost in all the lights and sounds. Feeling alright, we won't go home, we will just stay here downtown. There's not just stars on the boulevard, they're in the light in your eyes. Oh, we don't need no black cards, I just need you by my side. We could be shameless, famous, running cool, with a love that leaves us weightless. Ooh, drop dead gorgeous, wow. Ooh, you got me feeling starstruck too. We could be famous, we could be famous. You blow my mind, looking like a model, better than the usual.
Oh, Larry,
Don't even try,
Kenny.
not amateur typical. I put you on a pedestal. There's not just stars on the boulevard, they're in the light in your eyes. Oh, we don't need no black cards, I just need you by my side. We could be shameless, famous, running cool, with a love that leaves us weightless. Ooh, drop dead gorgeous, wow. Ooh, you got me feeling starstruck too. We could be famous, we could be famous.
Hey, there's Helen. Hi,
We
Helen.
could be famous, we could be famous.
Cheer dance time.
We could be shameless, famous, running cool, with a love that leaves us weightless. Ooh,
Send in your stuff. See you guys Sunday.